Ever wonder what makes people tick? The human mind is a complex and fascinating place, full of strange quirks and hidden biases that shape our every interaction. Prepare to have your perspective shifted as we explore 10 psychological facts that will fundamentally change how you see the world. First up is the Pratfall Effect. We often think perfection is the key to being liked, but the opposite can be true. Studies show that competent, impressive people become more likable after they make a small, clumsy mistake. When a brilliant presenter nails every point but then accidentally spills coffee on themselves, it makes them seem more human and relatable, instantly warming up the room. So, don't sweat the small blunders. They might just be winning you friends. Next, we have the powerful placebo effect. This phenomenon reveals the incredible power of belief. When someone is given a treatment with no active substance, like a sugar pill, they can experience real, measurable improvements in their condition simply because they believe it will work. It's a stunning demonstration of the mind's ability to influence the body, proving that our expectations can create our reality. Have you ever met someone who is utterly convinced of their own expertise, despite being obviously incompetent? That's the Dunning-Kruger Effect in action. This cognitive bias leads people with low ability in a certain area to overestimate their skill. Think of an amateur musician confidently butchering a complex solo, completely unaware of their own mistakes. It's a humbling reminder that true wisdom begins with acknowledging what you don't know. Then there's the mere exposure effect, which explains why things grow on us over time. We tend to develop a preference for things simply because we are familiar with them. That song you initially found annoying on the radio? After hearing it a dozen times, you might find yourself humming along. This principle is a cornerstone of advertising, showing that familiarity doesn't always breed contempt. Often, it breeds affection. Our performance is also deeply influenced by those around us, a concept known as social facilitation. People tend to perform better on simple or well-rehearsed tasks when they are in the presence of others. An athlete running alone might struggle, but surrounded by competitors in a race, they find a new surge of energy and speed. The audience, whether real or imagined, can be a powerful motivator. Ever heard of the Ben Franklin effect? This counterintuitive idea suggests that you will like someone more after you do them a favor. When you help someone, your brain resolves the cognitive dissonance by assuming you must like them, strengthening the social bond. So, if you want someone to like you, don't do them a favor, ask them for one. We are all susceptible to optimism bias, the belief that we are less likely to experience negative events than others. This is why people might ignore warning signs or take unnecessary risks, convinced that it won't happen to me. While a little optimism is healthy, this bias can lead to poor decision-making when it makes us feel unrealistically invincible. Another mental trap is the sunk cost fallacy. This is our tendency to continue with a failing endeavor simply because we've already invested time, money, or effort into it. Like a project manager who keeps pouring resources into a failing plan, we find it hard to cut our losses, even when it's the most logical thing to do. Recognizing this fallacy can help you know when it's time to walk away. Emotions are contagious, and this phenomenon is known as emotional contagion. We unconsciously mimic the expressions, vocalizations, and postures of those around us, which in turn causes us to feel their emotions. A single smile can ripple through a crowd, lifting the mood of everyone it touches. Your emotions have a greater impact on others than you might realize. Finally, we have the illusion of transparency. We often overestimate how much our internal states, like anxiety or nervousness, are visible to others. A speaker might feel their heart pounding and assume everyone in the audience can see their fear. But in reality, the audience is often completely unaware. Most of the time, you're putting on a better poker face than you think. Which of these psychological truths resonated with you the most? Our minds are a labyrinth of shortcuts and biases, and understanding them is the first step toward a more conscious and connected life.